Alright. Hello there, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
The village has increased a bit, but we'll start off by having a quick look.
Just a little.
We'll get to that later. We'll start by having a quick look at the now finished blacksmith. Well, okay, mostly finished. The outside is pretty much finished. As you can see,
It has a roof now.
it's got a little rounded roof, which if I get back far enough, you can actually see properly.
Yes. It's still very dark. So much of my light wood. This is what happens when I leave you alone to build things. You make everything really dark.
I make everything better is what I do. So there's the
It does look
blacksmith
quite
with its...
cool.
There's Anya standing right in my way. There's the blacksmith with its little rounded roof, which I then used to figure out how I was going to build some of the other buildings, which I'll get to later.
These little ones. I like the little garden things you have going here. The little like
They needed something, and that's what I've gone with for the time being. But again, we'll get to that afterwards. Blacksmith first.
Fine.
So it's got 2 stories now.
Oh, did you actually put stairs in here as well?
I've put ladders.
Oh, ladders. Okay, yep, ladders. will do.
And up here is just
a
an
tiny
attic.
little attic. This is where you keep the children.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone's going to get that reference.
It's where you hide Anne Frank.
Oh, I was thinking flowers in the attic, but you know, Anne Frank will do.
Now, Anya actually had worked on the interior here, but she did it before I finished the house.
And you broke it.
So I've sort of broken it. We can move these beds back a notch, although we'll have to sleep again if we do that.
Yeah, so just leave it for now, because I don't know where... Oh, no, I know where our spawn is. It's back in...
It's way back at the start, yes.
Yep. Oh, you love my little pot plants here.
Your pot plants are there, and in fact, I've set up a thing that you could make a second lot of pot plants over there.
Okay, I
So
may
you can
have to do
actually
that.
frame the door with your little pot plants.
I'm not sure where the clay is anymore.
Oh, I moved most of the stuff into one of these little buildings out here.
Okay.
So you've got some more room in there to play around with the interiors.
Okay.
And over in this little house, which is the second one that I built, using
This
the
one
same
here?
rounded roof, the sort of 2-story blompy thing.
Does this have a second story as well, or is the second story just
No,
to
it's just
show?
sort of open, I think.
Okay, yep, I see.
It's there to let light in.
That actually doesn't look too bad. Oh, cool.
So I
this
moved
is where
all
the
of our
chests
stuff
are.
in here, so the clay should be in one of these.
Okay. One of
There's some
these
bricks.
somewhere.
You make them with bricks, don't you?
No, you make them with clay.
I thought they use bricks. They use clay
They
bricks.
use bricks, or I don't remember.
Yeah, they use
now.
bricks. I'll make some for you.
No, they don't use bricks.
So do.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm making them now. There you go. I have 8 flower pots.
Thank you.
I will let you deal with those afterwards.
Okay.
So, utilising the roof of that, which was in turn based on this little outcropping here, I managed to get kind of a rounded roof, which is what I was after because it makes everything look a little bit more quaint.
Yes. Country village-ish.
Yes, so I made this one with the rounded roofs, which you just saw,
Mhm.
and then there's sort of this style here.
Give me a minute. I'm putting the pot plants down.
I'm talking more to the viewers at the moment, so
All right.
you put plot plans down and I'll describe this other house.
Do, do, do.
Which is
Matching sides.
this one here, which is a half circle type thing, which I then cut off and use as a even more quaint looking house. Hopefully. It's actually really hard to make things that look suitably quaint.
I like this one in the middle here.
Which one's that one?
The one with the
That's just a
like-
house.
It's just a house. I like it.
It's a
quite
box.
cute.
That's a very simple house, but it
But
sort of
I like
works.
the roof.
Now, I have discovered one thing,
Mhm.
which actually requires a bit of a walk.
Okay.
Just over onto the ice.
Okay.
So when you're looking at Minecraft stuff, there's sort of like 3 distances that matter. One is quite a long distance.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, over the other side, just so you can actually have a look at the town from a distance.
I'm coming.
Hang on, there's a chicken there. I'll move away so he shuts up.
Or
So
you
at
could
the
just,
moment-
kill him. Hi, chicken. Damn it! Stand still so I can kill you. Dead chicken.
Just kill
There
him,
you
huh?
go. Just kill him.
So
Oh,
at the
hello.
moment, I think
There's
it looks...
down here. Did you? Yeah, you've gone exploring down here
I
because
put
there are
torches down there.
torches and stuff.
I've been over here collecting dirt.
Oh, it's just like a passageway through to the other
Yeah,
side.
it didn't go anywhere. There's downs all over the
That could be kind of
place.
handy to make a little sort of underground tunnel to the coast.
Oh yeah, like I said, those things are everywhere.
Yeah.
So from a distance, it looks quite sort of small and
Hamlety?
hamlety. I've actually started growing... Oh, actually, it's going quite well. I planted a whole lot of saplings.
Oh, yes, your forest. I saw
Yes,
those.
so that's supposed to try and break it up a bit and give it a border.
Yeah.
So that when you see it from a distance, and because we're going to have these little towns sort of surrounding the lake,
Yep.
I had two options. Either build houses around the entirety of it or break them up with something else.
Or with forest.
I've chosen break them up with forest, which I actually think is going to look better anyway, because it was going to look a bit weird if it was just ringed with houses.
Yeah, it would look a little bit too industrial.
I think so. So I think at the moment that size actually looks like a little tiny village.
Yeah.
And because from a distance it's got that roundedness to it, which makes it look, like I said, a little bit quaint.
Yep. Yep.
So I think it's working okay. At this distance, when you're sort of standing in front of them, they don't look as good as I'd like, but that's Minecraft for you. Everything gets a bit weird when you...
I was going to say, you have to deal with what you've got, and Minecraft is very, very blocky.
There's always a distance where everything starts to look a bit wonky.
Yeah.
I could try and shrink them, but that's... And the third distance is when you're inside them. And if I shrink them any more, because this one's quite a large house on the outside, it's still tiny on the inside.
Yeah.
If I shrink them any more, they're going to just be, like, once you stand inside them, they're going to feel ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I've got my little...
What's this floored with?
Sandstone.
Oh, okay.
I dug up some sand as I was digging up some dirt, so
Yeah.
I thought I'd try some sandstone out.
I don't mind that.
And then, of course, there's these little gardening bits, although this one doesn't actually have any flowers or anything there yet.
Fail. Done.
Could probably plant saplings there too, they'd never grow.
Done! Birch saplings.
Alright, so there's some saplings.
They look like they don't know. That's not the right type of sapling for this thing. It looks a little bit too tropical.
Tropical? They do, I suppose, look a little bit pine tree-ish.
And they look like they belong in a desert oasis.
Oh, see, there's one of those little half buildings I was talking about, where it just goes into a half circle. Actually, a quarter circle, I suppose.
Oh, the one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Yep.
And then
you've got the itty-bitty interior again.
They're very, very small once you get inside them.
Yeah. I think they're actually pretty good.
It was a compromise. That's about as small as I can manage to get them. And still have enough room inside to put some form of...
Your torches are trying so hard to keep ice from growing.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm trying to think of how to deal with, which I will eventually figure out. I could put glowstone under all of them if I go and collect some, which would make the little ponds light up, which is always quite nice.
I should have bought stacks of glowstone with us because we still had a whole
we've
bunch
got
left
plenty
over.
here. I just didn't really know if I wanted to use it yet.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
I think there's some clays down there as well. Oh no, that might just be the colour that the ice makes it look. It's getting dark again. Let's sleep before zombies come.
Shall we replace the beds if we're doing that?
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. Move them back one.
Yes, and I should probably eat before I starve to death.
Also a good idea.
I thought so.
Oh, wow, that went fast.
What went fast?
Oh, my pick basically killed them with one hit.
Oh, all right. Did you move them into the right position is the big question now.
I believe so. They're under the little painting.
Yes. That will suffice.
1, 2, 1.
So
the problem is that
it's like, the house is not symmetrical. Oh my god, what did you do?
No, the house is symmetrical, but not when you're trying to put two things down.
Yeah.
Because it's 1 and 2. In order to make it properly symmetrical, we could separate the breads like so. Now, why'd you steal that chest?
Because it wasn't symmetrical.
Well, it
now
was.
the painting isn't, and also you just broke my leg.
Yeah, it's because the painting is too wide.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there are. No, there must be 3 wide paintings.
I don't think there are. I think you can only get like. I think the 3 wide ones are also 3 high.
That's quite possible, actually.
So I may have to.
You put. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no, that's actually 4.
That's 4.
You see, you start to run into a problem there because if you make things even, because these walls were all uneven,
Yeah.
which works fine when you've got things like a doorway, or you want to put down a chair or a table. Then it doesn't work when you just put 2 smaller paintings.
Yeah, I'm thinking I was just like seeing what would actually happen. I may have to resort to 2 smaller paintings. Okay, going to retrieve materials to furnish that house now.
To furnish the house properly.
Yes.
So this is the village as it stands. At the moment, I'm probably going to put a couple more buildings in, I think.
Couple.
But at the moment, the problem is I've got a stone building and a stone building and a stone building and then a bunch of wood buildings. So I think I need to mix that up a little bit. Now I have run into one problem, which is when you go from a distance, it becomes apparent that it's quite flat. So I'm trying to raise the terrain a bit.
Oh, okay.
And apparently that takes a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot of materials.
This surprises you, does it?
Well, I've used all the dirt we had and then picked up some more, and I've so far sort of managed to make this tiny hill.
Okay.
This is going to become a real problem when I want to start doing things like making big mountain ranges.
Do we have a silk touch pick here? I could put like a fish.
I thought we did, but I might have left it somewhere else.
Oh well, dramas.
It might be back at the portal.
Dramas. That's fine. I don't need it.
Well, your fish cage thing wouldn't work anyway because you need to
fill it with fish and
you need a dispenser to do that.
Too much effort. Oh god, too much effort.
The other problem, of course, is the snow keeps covering the ground, so I'm going to have to try and figure out something with some torches or something.
Yeah.
To make the snow break up a bit.
Yeah.
Which will also be convenient for the map. Which can now see a single spot of grass. Which may be the result of this little... yeah, it is probably. It's a result of this hill that I started building, which is actually covered over nicely with grass. It was all dirt last I saw it.
That building, where hill? What hill? Where?
It's a wind built.
Oh, this is what you built.
Like this little. It's got a hole in it at the moment. This is where I ran out. This took all that took all the dirt we had.
Well,
which was something like 10 stacks of dirt.
Yeah.
So on the bright side, dirt not hard to get, and I'm pretty sure we've got buckets of it back from when you were making the strip mine ages ago.
Yeah, we've got lots of materials.
This is probably why people don't generally try and make adventure-style maps in survival mode, but whatever. Just because it's a stupid idea doesn't mean it's not an idea.
Terraforming without mods, doing it hardcore, or whatever.
Yeah, that's going to become an issue, potentially. Oh, you've got leftover... levels. You could totally name your sword.
I have level 30.
There's an anvil over here. You could name and repair your sword.
Oh, I could too. What should I call my sword?
Well, I don't know. It's your sword.
But I don't know what to call it.
And your levels have been using mine up to make things like efficiency 2 diamond shovels, so I can make more hills. So I originally thought it might be cool to make sort of a mountain range and put all the trees on that. And then I realised how much materials that would take.
I thought you said sword of a mountain ranger, which I thought was like... And then I realised what you'd actually said. Someone has swords on the mind here. I don't know what to call my sword. What should I call my sword? It's sharp and fiery.
It's your sword.
But that's not helpful.
I can't name your sword. Oh, and the torches that I've got on all the piers are melting small amounts of the ice.
I'll call it Ragnaros.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's awesome. Now, how do I actually say, okay, call it that and fix it?
Oh, you might need some diamonds or something. Is it asking for diamonds?
It wasn't asking me for anything. It just had like a blank.
Okay, I've never actually done that, so I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
I think we have some diamonds here, so I'll grab those and see. Yes. Alright.
Yeah, maybe with, I don't know, some diamonds it'll work. I guess we'll find out. You've grown quite attached to your burning sword, so...
I have. It's awesome.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little buildings to furnish.
Okay.
And I'm thinking maybe a couple of extras just to maybe round it off a bit.
Cost 2 diamonds to fix and 18 levels to name it. So 26 levels and 2 diamonds to call it Ragnaros and fix it. Totally worth it. Yay!
There you go. Now you've got a sword. So if you
Ragnaros, thank you very much. We'll call it by its name now.
it did cost you levels after all.
26 of the fuckers.
Well, no, some of that was repairing.
True. That was the 2 diamonds as well.
Oh, I do have some more dirt. Ah.
Like a tiny little stack that's going to last all of 5 seconds.
There's like 2 stacks and 28.
Man, okay, I have to put some flowers up in the attic now.
Oh, right, yes, okay. Well, you feel absolutely free. I'm going to go finally fill in this hole that's been bugging me. Yay! I found some more dirt. So yes, my plan was to try and get a little bit of a an extra level of depth by having it not all be
flat.
Not all be flat.
Snowed.
Which works for a sort of a city type thing where they leveled it first, but not so much for something that cobbled together.
Yeah.
Where they didn't really have time to level a mountain first and then build their little shack.
What should I put? I have birch.
Oops. That's fine. Damn it.
Yes. Damn it.
I keep misplacing blocks.
Fail.
The other problem, of course, with the way I'm doing this is A, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing before I start.
Which means you have to undo it when you don't like it.
Yeah, although I've had pretty decent luck for that. One of those houses used to be sort of wood, but that was really easy to replace with the stone. The roofs are the hardest things to replace, because then you've got to start building scaffolding so you can actually get back up there again. So I'm being more careful with the roofs, and hopefully they will all work okay beforehand. I'm slowly getting my little hills built. Of course, the hills will probably look good from one side and not so great from the other side, but from the other side you're coming in from a forest now, so...
Yeah, so it won't be such a drama. Alright.
It does require a lot of running around so I can get a look at it from different angles.
Yep. Let's put up a second painting as well, actually.
See, at the moment this one looks very boring from this angle.
Oop, that's a big one.
But hopefully that'll be fixed by putting a little house up here.
That's alright.
What are you doing?
I'm putting up paintings. That one's alright. Nope.
Nope.
There we go.
That's not so bad.
That's not too bad. Oh,
You actually
I
have...
don't like that one.
Of course not.
Shut up. Nope. That one. And then I don't like this one. This is what happens when you let the girl decorate.